It's difficult.
The cities across the mountain. That's Lagos.
Can't see shit. I only see your nose. Your nose is blocking the view.
Water tank.
Do we come from there?
Where?
There? Those roads? No. No. It's 2022, it's 2022. Where are the fireworks at?
这里是坚韧不拔、欣欣向荣的大中国。
Set a timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, starting now. By the way, if you need
And so what we're doing currently is actually
Thank you.